Hello, persons in our YouTube world, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are tuning in here from today. It should be on each platform. Just wanted to share a little bit of insight as to the particular topic. You should really be seeing it on as I start to click it. How to make your business zamn near immortal. 4 tips really enable to last. You'll see like this is for persons that are coming out of pandemics or any situations. This is more of a video for helping you to prepare to win through the various seasons and business. Some of you at this particular moment, about to hop right in, just recently came out of 2020, you're starting to see a peak. You maybe it went great, maybe you experienced various things, maybe because you're literally on the page for content and value, you're specifically looking for nuggets and gems to ensure that whatever you're expanding can continue to blossom and flourish. These are a couple tips I've learned specifically from Investopedia that I've implemented, and let's get it. So this is specifically from Investopedia. Top 4 tips or top 4 reasons that 90% of businesses have failed and 95% of businesses have failed. If you look at a prior video, you'll see I communicated about this earlier. There'll also be an article. But number 1, financial, all right? The first thing in your business, wherever it comes from, wherever it is, ensure that it's making money. It seems pretty obvious, but it's the base level. Some people think it's making friends. Some people think it's the marketing. Some people think it's getting out there. But if you want it to really flourish, it needs to make money. If it's a real for-profit business. Jim Rohn talks about it all the time. That's something I particularly use. Early in my business, I had not considered it, and it was painful. If you really wanted to make business or income, you gotta remember it's the reason 90% of businesses fail after their first year. And the reason 95% fail after the first 5 years. First thing, increase the income. Then, number 2, I saw it 2020, still spent, right? Make sure, this is the part I started to see, like, you get money, right? It's coming in, you're feeling good. I'm talking about seasons for generations, right? Because it's about more, making an impact, right? Make sure you have a system for making that money make money. It seems pretty basic, but it's like not just getting that money and spending it, because that's the difference between a small business and expanding business or otherwise. You know, business expenses. It seems pretty obvious, but we're sharing tips to help us grow here, right? So make sure you have things to enable your money to make money. If you saw my Instagram post where it talked about I made like $15,000 in a month, it wasn't my last one, right? So ensure it continues to flourish so that you can continue to make more money. Businesses that make money can continue to make money, right? So make sure you have a system to make money. That can be IULs, that can be annuities, that can be focusing on, like if you're an online business, delivery, fulfillment capacities, and then expanded marketing. It's something to definitely make sure you have pretty well considered. It can be outsourced, it can be connected, it can be brokerage, but it needs to be implemented. Make sure this is the reason why businesses fail, right? So, and the ones that are working, they're flourishing pretty well. Insights. Number 3, delegation. This is where the friends and good friends value. Now you start, the reason this matters is because you need some people think as a CEO or a business owner when you're expanding, like, people are just gonna be around you for volunteerism. And if you're an expanding business and you had the value of business, now it depends on if you're like a business partners, but it's really any business as far as I can see, like as a business that's scaling. If you're a CEO or in that particular role and you're starting to pay like salaries, people think CEOs get paid first. No, mentality, you need to make sure there's enough money where they're getting paid. That's their responsibility, delegation. So I mean in the capacity of having money, outsourcing. Sometimes as a self-employed person, you're taking on so many different roles. You're doing legal, you're doing marketing, you're doing so much that very much little is getting done long term. You're not specializing in your role. So delegation enables you to do more. Scaling, together everyone can achieve more, team, right? So like if you're a business idea, getting a law degree and getting all your paperwork together might take more time. Outsourcing may say, hey, I have funds because I took care of the financial. I know I can make more money. Let me make sure it's official through like apps such as like LegalZoom or such and such as that, right? And then level 4, because the official when you have like the LLC papers of incorporation, etc. Level 4, line of credit. So this is something that early on in my business level 4, line of credit and business continuity plan. Some call it active guide. There's actually an article. The article I will be connecting. I saw this a little early in 2020. These are tried and true principles. Still expanding with tried and true principles. It's from Investopedia. I'll connect it in below. In the blurb below, you'll see it, of course. Though, like, there's going to be a bit of a different for the article. Like, I'll see if I can find that much more updated one. But you're going to see that content. There'll be some more coming to you right soon. Gotcha. But yeah, so level 4, like, sometimes it's the unexpected. I've been in insurance. I've been in annuities. The unexpected. It's our business to anticipate for that level of unexpected in terms of finances, right? But they say, like, we had Mike Tyson come to one of our events. You should see it on the Instagram page. Super heavyweight hitter, like a knockout artist, right? The kind of consideration is that in business is really not hit, and I'm not bringing any bad juju your way or anything, teaching you games to anticipate and win. The reason I said Mike Tyson, pretty heavy fire champion, right? So as it stands, it's not the hit you see coming, it's the hit you don't see coming in business. The extra expenses, the unanticipated costs, the sudden situation where it's affecting, number 1 for you, finances, which is now affecting your, like, this is why the sequence matters. You need your money to be able to make money when you're there, when you're not. Diversify. Right? So line of credit and business continuity plan. For me, when I really started, I'm like, hey, yo, I got visions, I got ambitions, let's go out there. Hard won lessons, hard, it's been a process, right? There was some pain. Having lines of credit, which means like credit, increasing that so you can access cash, various forms of insurance, life insurance for you and your family, business insurance for you and your family, ways that you can access cash in case of emergency, right? Business continuity plan, that's the lines of credit, right? Continuity plan, okay, say this works, right? My plan A, right? And there's some bonuses coming, great, but what if it doesn't? You need to have a continuity plan for various situations and keep things happening, etc. So these are the ways to help your business to expand. Line of credit, business continuity plan, part number 4. And then we'll probably be a switch, bang. Solid. So that's pretty much, so hopefully these quick insights, things I personally use, things that's been seen to help businesses flourish over years, is something that can potentially help you up becoming business owners, entrepreneurs, flourish. Consider these 4 key factors. As you connect to the page, we'll be helping with the financial aspect, help people increase their income, system, understanding the system, because it's really like playing to win. I mean, which we'll see pretty soon, right? In the bonus. Atomic Habits, fire book, right? The difference between winners and losers have the same goals. So what's the difference? He talks about systems and micro habits, wins more often. So we could say it's just fate, it's chance, it is whatever it is, or we say it isn't. They seem to be winning pretty consistently. How can we do better, right? So system. We'll be doing that pretty heavy, like just insight. Just keep these tips in mind when you're starting to consider your expansion. Hopefully this will save you some pain and struggle as your business expands. And hey, drop a comment below as to your biggest takeaway, and how you can potentially implement this in your business. You'll probably just implement it, but if you want to drop a comment below for community, one of your biggest takeaway, I welcome you to. I do read them, and it would be an honor and pleasure to see these blessings really increase your channel and your life. Just tell me, apply them, and tell me how many times it saved you behind. Because sometimes it's not just like it's getting past survival, etc., so you can thrive. And these are business lifetimes, right? It's about immortal. That means for a long time, longer than yourself. So yeah, drop a comment below and it's fire. Bang. Second part. I'm gonna stop it. All right, but anyway, I'm too sad. I'm not even focused. Yeah, so back to the video. That's gonna be edited. Back to the video. Yeah, so it's B to B A B. You know we got blessed to be a blessing, better be a blessing. You know we got some extra value, some correlation with enabling your business to be more productive. Just want to add 2 quick extra tips as well. So number 1 is make the most of your blessing. So it's kind of like whatever you gotta do, keep like make moves. Like wherever you are at this particular time, like which we'll consider once we get here. Do what's necessary, then do what's possible, then do what's impossible. We kind of talked about that a little earlier. Atomic Habits. Winners and losers both have the same goals. It's really true. So what's the different system? We discussed some of those insights right here, but it's like one of those things is make the most of your blessing. Realize it's a blessing, increase your appreciation, attitude is gratitude. Gratitude is an attitude of latitude, and let's keep making moves, right? It's gonna be important for when you're starting it. And then once you delegate and you start to help other people grow in their business, expand, it's immortal not because of you. You create something that's far beyond yourself. Remember, it's a blessing. And make the most of it, right? And your team, like it's important. So, and it's really serving that to help them grow, right? And same capacity, Playing to Win. That's actually a book I'm gonna have here. It's actually by A.G. Lafley. That's it right here. And in same capacity, it's an Effective Executive. Highly recommend that. But Playing to Win, it's by A.G. Lafley, A.G. and Roger L. Martin. It's A.G. Lafley. He was actually a VP who actually got shifted up into the CEO of Procter & Gamble. It occurred at that particular basis. He actually took the company from 10 billion to about 100 billion in this particular time period. And the kind of consideration is that it talks about the specific strategy that's in there. Definitely read the book. Highly recommend it. Quick tip is definitely check it out on audiobook. It should be on YouTube. Change the game. But in the same capacity, the quick insight that comes from that book is like plan to win. So first defining what and where you want to win. Clearly, the ability to find is the ability to fulfill, right? What and where, don't just like energy. Like this is it's plan to win. How strategy really works, right? You'll actually see it right here. I have it right here, but you'll also be able to see it like right here. So how to effectively win. Define what and where you want to win, specifically numerically. Have numbers to it if it's or conceptually, like have a clear vision. And in the same capacity, once you know what and where, define how. Key, one of the most pressing questions in business. How? Stop asking if, because it already exists, right? How? Or if you want to ask, if it were able to happen, how? The key capacity of humans, and I'm going to close it right in this correlation, is we can create. If you listen to, if you ever seen Jeff Bezos, like at one point, if you've seen, like, I guess my LinkedIn, you've seen how I used to work there as well, in correlation. I was studying him. He talked about how he could create his way out of any box. Remember that insight and play to win, right? So yeah, check it out. Drop a comment. I may actually describe that book if you'd like to see a little bit more. I may have a little video about that in the future. But the same capacity I would say is drop a comment below if you'd like to see that or your biggest takeaway. However, hey, remember that we are blessed to be a blessing. It's better to be a blessing. Let's go be about it. Bang, 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 bang.